Welcome to my channel Adhyan with Flow. The chapter name is Excretory Products and their Elimination. Excretory product means these are those products who excreted by our body. This is the part of our life process. Like we respire, This is also the part of our body. Digestion, absorption. This is also the part of the body. These are very important. These processes are very important. All right. Different kind of animals excrete different kinds of waste. Means fishes excretes another excretion products. Reptiles secrete and excrete other kind of products. Human excrete other kind of products. Different body have different kind of excretory products. Let's start with this chapter. Animals accumulate ammonia first. This is the highly toxic. I repeat, this is the highly toxic. So animal accumulate ammonia, urea, uric acid, CO2, water, and ions like sodium, potassium, calcium, phosphorus, sulfate, etc. Ammonia secreted by fishes, urea secreted by human. This is the second toxic product. And uric acid secreted by reptiles. You have to learn this example. Carbon dioxide and some water molecules like transpiration, respiration, we remove this thing, plant remove this thing. All right. This product can be excreted by either by metabolic activity during our digestion and absorption, or by other means like excess ingestion if we take lots of water, if we take lots of toxic substances. These substances have to be removed totally or partially. These are toxic. All right guys, these are toxic products, so they should be eliminated and removed from our body. In this chapter we are going to study about excretory products and how they eliminate from our body. Some animals excrete ammonia. We can call it as a first a monotalism, and second one is a monotelic. Those animal who excrete ammonia, they call it as a aminotelic animal. Example is our fishes, guys. And second property is they are highly toxic in nature. They require excess water to remove ammonia. Alright guys, so this kind of thing present in fishes because they live in sea, river. There have lots of excess water, so they can easily exchange their ammonia. These are highly toxic, highly toxic. Next example is some amphibians. Maximally all kind of animals who lived in aquatic medium. Aquatic animals, mostly aquatic animals. This is important. Next property is ammonia is soluble in nature. And how ammonia excreted by animal's body? Either excretory organ and or body surface. We can also secrete our waste by body surface like sweating. Alright guys, sweating. So now let's move further. Ammonia is, as it is readily soluble, first point, is generally excreted by diffusion, access body surface through gills surface in fish. Add one more point, body gills as ammonia ions. Now kidneys do not play any significant role in the removal. Here kidney do not play role because kidney can't afford, guys. How kidney purify this highly toxic substance? How can they take too much toxicity? If kidney takes ammonia, then kidney to gayi. Now what is diffusion? Everyone knows this term, diffusion. What is diffusion? Molecule travel to their high concentration area to low concentration area. This is the one of the basic definition of diffusion. Like if fishes contain high amount of ammonia, but in C there are less ammonia. Then what ammonia molecules will do? They move to their high concentration to lower concentration, high concentration to lower concentration, high concentration to lower concentration, because fishes contain high concentration of ammonia and C contain less concentration of ammonia. So ammonia move to their high concentration to lower concentration, high concentration to lower concentration. This thing present. How this is the way they can excrete ammonia from their body. Aquatic animals, aquatic animals adapted to produce higher toxic nitrogen waste. Means fishes are adapted to produce higher toxic nitrogen waste product. Why I say nitrogen? Because look at here, ammonia contain nitrogen, urea contain nitrogen, uric acid contain nitrogen. Okay, this is the part of ammonotalic. Ammonotalism is finished. Now switch toward uricotalic and ureotalism. Let's start. Terrestrial adaptation necessitated the production of lesser nitrogen waste. Means they produce nitrogen waste. Definitely, this term is perfect. They produce nitrogen waste, but they produce lesser toxic nitrogen waste product. They produce lesser toxic nitrogen waste product. Ammonia is highly toxic, and urea is also toxic. Urea is also toxic, but lesser toxic compared than aquatic ammonia. So urea is less toxic, as well as uric acid is also lesser in toxic, because they lived in terrestrial adaptation. They lived in terrestrial medium, and terrestrial adaptation necessitates to production of lesser toxic nitrogen waste. This is the statement. Because at the terrestrial we have less water compared than sea. All right. Mammals is the one of the example of ureotalic. Means all human. This is a very critical statement. I say all. If I say only, I say always. This is a very critical statement. If you are not sure, then does not tick on them. All, always, compulsory, only. These are very critical statement. If you are not sure, then don't tick them. Mammals and many amphibian, terrestrial amphibian, and some marine fishes mainly excrete urea. And those animals who excrete urea, we can call it as a ureotalic. Clear, guys? Very clear. Now, this is the simplest form of ammonia, right? Yes. Ammonia produced by metabolism is converted into urea. It means ammonia converted into their less toxic form, urea, in the liver of this animal and released into the blood, which is filtered and excreted out by the kidneys. Definitely. This process occur in liver, and urea goes towards kidney for filtration and excretion. Okay, guys? Some amount of urea may be retained in the kidney matrix. Some little bit amount every time present in our kidney. Every time present in our kidney. Some of these animals to maintain a desired osmolarity because of osmolarity. How? If our cell have high osmolarity, if our cell present in high osmolarity, means there are high solute. High osmolarity means high solute. High solute. High solute. If I say lesser osmolarity, means there are less solute. So if cell contain high osmolarity and surrounding medium contain, the cell is contain high osmolarity and surrounding cell contain less osmolarity, then what will happen? What will happen? Molecule moves, diffusion molecule moves to their high concentration to their low concentration. Clear, guys? Molecule move to their high concentration to lower concentration. And if in surrounding medium water is more, then water move their high concentration to lower concentration. Water move to their higher concentration to lower concentration. Is this clear? Is this term is clear? The term osmolarity is clear? Okay. Reptiles. Now other thing is reptiles, birds and land snails and insects excrete nitrogen waste as uric acid. Those animals who excrete uric acid, we can call it as a uricotalic. So we discuss about ammonotalic. They include some example fishes and aquatic fishes and animals. Ureotalic Uricotalic, those animals who can excrete urea, mammals, like all humans, some fishes, some marine fishes. Be specific. Uricotalic, those animals who can excrete uric acid, we can call it as a uricotalic. Example is reptiles. Do you know who is reptiles? Like lizards, like snakes, all right, birds, okay, some land animals. Ammonia is highly soluble, guys, highly soluble. Ureotalic is less soluble. They are also soluble, but they are less soluble. But uric acid is very solid in form. Why they are solid? Because they does not want to waste water. Uricotalic animals does not want to lose water. Two reason: does not want to lose the water. If they present in desert, all kind of desert animals, like camel also, they excrete hard. Like we don't talk about camel. Like lizards, they are desert animal. Like snake, they excrete uric acid because in desert they are already have less water. So how can they use to excrete their waste with the help of water? They can't excrete because water level is very less in desert. So the animals excrete solid waste, solid nitrogen waste. Another thing is they can't lose water because birds can't fly with heavy water waste. If birds excrete with the help of water, so definitely their body contain lots of water. But if the bird's body contain lots of water, then how they fly? Birds make sure that their body is lighter and more light in weight. Okay, so if we take ovaries, if we take excretory system, if we take lots of water, then how they fly? They can't fly with the heavy weight. They make their body hollow, and they can't afford this heaviness. Even water heaviness also, they can't afford this. Okay, so this is the three class: ammoniotalic, ureotalic, and uricotalic. Some animals excrete their products with their surface. Some animals excrete their products with the highly organized organ. Some animals excrete their product with the simple tubular forms. All right, guys. A survey of animal kingdom present a variety of excretory structure in the most of the invertebrates. Okay, these structure are simple tubular form, whereas vertebrates have complex tubular organ called kidney. Because invertebrates are not highly developed, not highly developed compared than us. Okay, so they have less developed excretory system, and we have a complex structure of excretory system. Now, here your book gives some example of excretory system like platyhelminthes. This is the invertebrates, small animal, planaria. This is important. This is very important. You should remember this phylum and her example also. Okay, phylum as well as example as well as diagram, and tell them what kind of excretory organisms they have, what kind of excretory organism they contain. Okay, the name of their excretory organism is phlegm cell, phlegm cell, and also protonephridia. Phlegm cell, platyhelminthes contain phlegm cell for what? For excretion, their waste product. They contain phlegm cell. They are nothing. This is a cellular structure. That's it. That's it. Now, platyhelminthes is finished. We can call it as a flatworm. Example, planaria. Some rotifers, some annelids, and cephalocordates like amphibians. They have what? Protonephridia. Some animals have protonephridia. What are the phylum who can excreted by protonephridia? Some rotifers, annelids. These are phylum, guys. Cephalocordates. They have nerve system in their head. Annelids, they are long cylindrical segmented body. Okay, rotifers, they excrete their They excrete their waste by the protonephridia. And what is protonephridia? Simple. Protonephridia are primarily concerned with ionic and fluid volume regulation. Osmoregulation means they have protonephridia. Okay, what they do? Simply osmoregulation. Osmoregulation, like they excrete their waste by the flow of water, and water come from surrounding by the diffusion process. Clear, guys? Now very clear. Some animals have nephridia. The name of this phylum who can have nephridia. This is the tubular structure. All things are tubular. Okay, earthworm and annelids. These are two phylum. These are two example of who can excrete their nitrogen waste by nephridia. Means earthworm and annelids. They excrete by the help of nephridia. This is the tubular structure. Okay, nephridia have to remove nitrogen waste and maintain fluid and ionic balance, same like protonephridia. Now male pigeon tubules are the excretory structure of the most insect including cockroaches. Means another phylum is insects, and they secrete their waste by male pigeon tubules like this. These are male pigeon tubules in cockroaches. These are male pigeon tubules. Male pigeon tubules also help in excretion, ionic balance, food balance. That's it. They are present in insects, like example, cockroaches. Now, antennal gland or green glands perform the excretory function in crustaceans. Crustaceans like prawn means prawn. Example of crustaceans. They excrete their waste by antennal glands. So there is lots of question making area. They give multiple phylum, so you should remember multiple phylum, their example, their members example name, structure, as well as their excretory organs name. Okay, and what they excrete, their excretion products name, like water, like ions, like nitrogen waste. Okay, you have to write, first you have to write phylum, give their phylum one line description, then write their examples, like insects example is cockroaches, and you have to remember little bit structure of cockroach, and you should write their excretory organs name. If you remember any kind of a structure, then you should write, then name what kind of excretory product they release, ammonia, urea, uric acid, iron, water, whatever. Then examiner give you full out of full marks in your theoretical exam. This is the pattern if you want to carry full out of full marks. Okay, there is how many phylum? First is Platyhelminthes, second annelids, third Cephalochordata. These are phylum, guys. They belongs with animal kingdom, and these are phylum. Next, another phylum is like insects, like crustaceans. These are many phyla. These are many phyla. All right, you should remember if you want to carry full out of full marks. So if you like my video, if you like my lecture, then please subscribe my channel Adhyan with Flow. Thank you for listening me. Keep revising, and keep smiling. Thank you.